Hey guys, Tomboy61, and today we're taking the Bismarck out because, well, we got two beautiful new things for it in this update. The first, that camo. Yes, we finally get the long-awaited Baltic camo. Of course, Wargaming did decide to sell us a fun camo for it before they brought out the camo that a lot of the real historical buffs are probably going to run on it. But hey, we finally have the Baltic camo, and we have it on the ship, and oh boy, does it look majestic, and it's probably going to be the camo that stays on this ship for quite a while. The second thing that we got, well, with the arpeggio of blue steel content, we did get a commander that helps buff secondaries, and well, we're gonna have to try that out, right? Like Bismarck secondaries, yes, please. So if you didn't know, right now they did add Haruna, which does add a boost your secondary range, and it also tightens up the dispersion of your main batteries as a bonus to as a base trait. If you were to build a full out secondary build right now, we'll go ahead and throw what I have up on the screen. Celiacs, we're going to be running Porcupine and Properly Meticulous, which are both secondary focus things, and then as our inspirations, Haruna and Von Hipper. If we were to have them fully maxed out, we're looking at secondaries that can range out to 13.7 kilometers, which is absolutely ridiculous. That would be being able to target this Georgia right now, which brings those secondaries into a ridiculous range. Now, mind you, I have not upgraded Haruna fully, nor Hipper, so we're down in the tens as far as our damage goes, but we're going to have a pretty fun game here because we're going to go ahead and push. We can go ahead and see, one, we hit that Georgia for a decent chunk at the beginning with that Citadel, and we have two destroyers sitting relatively close, and it's time to go ahead and ruin some of their days. That's right, we're going in. We're going to play this match pretty aggressively. Go ahead, pop our the secondary consumable right there. Go ahead, also pop our sonar. Of course, Bismarck being equipped with sonar, and it's that long-range German sonar, means it's absolutely excellent because it can go ahead and spot people in smoke. Sadly, Akatsuki kind of goes out to the maximum range of it, so we're going to go ahead, slow down, start turning in, because as soon as these torpedoes blow past us, because we can, one, easily see them with our 1.5-minute sonar, we are going to go ahead and push on into that smoke and start gunning down these destroyers with our secondaries because, well, we're in a Bismarck and we're going to have some fun with the secondaries. We do have a fire burning on us, and this Suzuya is going to be a small bane of our existence during this match as he decides to really burn down our hit points. But now we can see our friendly carrier also in the area, able to spot that Akatsuki for us. He gets 2 hits on the Akatsuki. We'll go ahead and finish off the kill with our secondaries, I think. I hope. Do we get this kill? I don't remember. No, we don't hit it. We just end up getting a couple of points on the secondaries. North Carolina off to the side. We need to start keeping an eye on him. We don't want to too overextend ourselves, but once again, we still have that sonar. We see Asashio fires off what is probably his reload boosted torps. We go ahead, finish him off right there with the main guns. North Carolina easily in range for us now with our secondaries, and the secondaries thankfully have quite a bit of an arc, so we can go ahead and start pummeling him away with these secondaries. We're going to go ahead and angle in just because, as you saw right there, he can definitely go ahead and hurt us with those 16-inch guns. Suzuya, we just kind of have to get close and get clear and try to get to the rock formation over there to kind of cut off his line on us. If we try to do anything else, he's going to really hurt us, but we can see North Carolina not really paying attention to us, so we're going to turn out, try to beat him around this island, do as much damage as we can before he makes this turn and disappears around the side. But now we're also in range to start doing damage on the Suzuya. Left-hand side battery is now opening up on him, which is what we like to see. One thing you do have to keep in mind when you're using the secondaries, though, is they don't fire full forward, so you are pretty much not optimally angled. If you can see your secondaries firing at a ship, most of the time that means you're not optimally angled to engage them. That is just something to keep in mind. North Carolina, we do have that fire set on him currently. We are going to go ahead and turn out, try to get our guns rotated to start engaging both that North Carolina and the Suzuya that is going to pop up around the island. North Carolina takes a hit, but he's still on fire from us, which means he's going to go burn down, down, down in 3, 2, 1, and that is a North Carolina kill for us. No, come on. There we go. Finally wipe off with the fire. And now we're going to go ahead, cut that rudder hard to port, try to not crash into the wall here. But of course, while we do have the steering gears mod installed, we can't exactly turn this thing on a dime, but we do see our secondaries are unloading on Suzuya. Once again, we're getting a couple of hits here and there, getting our main battery in line to go ahead and hit him, and just turning out, looking hopeful, but we do have that red island, which usually spells doom for hitting the island, and there we go. We've hit the island, the navigation obstacle, as I like to call these islands. Rear guns, or front guns now reloaded. We'll go ahead and take those off at Suzuya and find his citadel with 2 of them, knocks him out, brings us up to 3 kills and 102,000 damage. Massachusetts, now the closest thing for us, and we are going to go and start having our secondary duel, or at least attempt to have a secondary duel with him. Now, as far as this new commander build goes, I have to say, I am really enjoying this build so far. I know it is difficult to get these commanders, and it really, I think this is one of the few, if you remember going back to Wednesday's video, Haruna was one of the ones I recommended just for this style of build. If you can afford to invest in her and invest in those crates to get it, I think it's absolutely worth it. Now, is a secondary playstyle like we're doing right here worth to play in game? Probably not. We are not the most competitive that we could be. If we wanted to be more competitive in the Bismarck, we'd probably change out the mod slot and the force slot, and also the skill for something that gives us a little more heals. But I am a proponent of this game of where I want to have fun, and firing guns off the side of the ship rapidly is a bunch of fun, which is why I enjoy taking out secondary builds when I do, just because it's fun to be able to play them. I do like the ability of what Haruna brings into these matches. I think extending out the secondaries to a possible 13 kilometers is crazy, but it could be somewhat effective. Of course, I don't have that range quite yet, but I think it is one of those things where, as we saw earlier in the match, a 13 kilometer range is easily attainable, even in tier 7. A lot of times tier 7 matches, you find the people who are very hesitant to push forward, but at 13 kilometers, guess what? You're going to find a good chunk of people you can go ahead and engage, especially when you're playing the Bismarck slightly aggressively. And the Bismarck, I do feel like the secondaries at that point will be somewhat effective in changing the tide of the battle, especially if you can get a couple of fires to go ahead and proc and force someone to use their damage con. And unfortunately, there we go. Lexington. What I can't notice, or what I don't notice for a little bit, is actually Lexington is reversing. I think they need to take a pass on reverse mechanics, because to me it looks like it is standing still. But if you look at the back, there is a little bit of white back there showing that it's reversing. I think that may need a pass. Anyways, the ability for the secondaries to be able to engage at such long distances is really useful, but I don't think it's competitive yet. But we've seen Wargaming continue to buff secondaries, and who knows, maybe by this time next year, secondaries will be in an even better place. But right now, I don't think they're competitive. They're just fun. And guess what, guys? We're playing a video game, and to me, fun matters. Like, that's why I play this game, because it is fun. Anyways, Lexington is right there in front of us. We're waiting on the guns to reload, trying to get into secondary range. If we had them fully upgrade, we would be able to hit Lexington here. Torpedoes coming in on Lexington. We're going to go ahead, fire our front 2. He eats 2 of those torpedoes, and then fire our rear 2, trying to eke out the kill on the Lexington, and there we go. Come on, secondary needs to finish him off, I think, because we're not going to have enough time to reload. There we go. Secondary hits him, and we are now 1 away from the Kraken with a broadside Roma in front of us, and you know what that means. Here comes the shot, and nope, we didn't aim far enough forward. Teammate wipes him out. We just miss out on the Kraken, but we get 150,000 damage, and I think we really showed off what the secondaries can do there. They're definitely more fun. They're definitely more effective with Haruna. If you have the time, if you have the money, and you have the will, I definitely recommend picking her up. But yeah, guys, my name's Homeboy601. I hope you have a great rest of your day. See ya.